Hello, my name is Ginny Bear and I'm the Director of CLEP Outreach. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to talk about CLEP scores, what they mean, sending scores to your school, and other important score information. Today is really meant just to be a short and sweet overview of CLEP scores. I will be sharing out during the presentation a lot of different links via QR codes to the places that I reference. We at College Board and the CLEP program try to keep our website as that gold source of all information that's accurate, correct, and available 24/7. So the links I'll share out with you today will bring you to our website where you can get more information and do a little bit deeper dive. So thanks again. So I just have about 15 slides, a little bit of your time today to talk about CLEP scores. And let me know if you have questions. We can use the Q&A feature as we go through today. But again, brief reminder about CLEP. So thanks again for joining me today. CLEP is an acronym for the College Level Examination Program. CLEP has been around since 1967 as a valid, reliable credit by exam opportunity for learners of all ages to show mastery of college level content and thus earn college credits. For our military affiliated learners, we are very proud of our longstanding relationship with the Department of Defense and through the DANTES program. So DANTES has created this chart that shows who's eligible for, again, credit by exam opportunities through CLEP. It includes all active duty military as well as Guard and Reserves, military spouses of the Coast Guard, both active and reserve, and eligible MyCAA spouses. Also included in the Dante's funding is DoD civilian Air Force employees. Again, this chart can be found on our website, and if any changes ever occur, that's the best place to look for that. And the Dante's funding includes the first attempt at all 34 exams, as well as a e-guide and a registration cancellation if that registration ticket isn't used within the first or within the 6 months time frame. Again, as a refresher about CLEP, here are the 34 exams. Again, we span 5 broad categories, including history and social science, business, composition and literature, science and mathematics, and the world languages. You'll see by reading through the titles here that most of our CLEP exams equal those general education college freshman level courses. So CLEP can be a great way to earn those gen ed college credits as you're working on a major. We have a wide variety that they can meet most of those goal areas of associate degree or bachelor's degree. Again, a little bit more about CLEP. CLEP exams are delivered digitally. They're timed 90-minute exams for most of them. CLEP is delivered at CLEP test centers. So we have about 2,000 test centers across the world, military installations, colleges and universities, private test centers. We have high schools that are CLEP test centers, as well as the option for remote proctoring. So if you are somewhere where there isn't a test center near you, if you have the right equipment, you can take a CLEP exam from the comfort of your home. Again, you need to have a computer and internet, etc., and more information about remote proctoring can be found on our website as well. With CLEP, there is no preset exam administration date, which means that students can take a test whenever they're ready. So almost a 24/7 delivery, especially with the currently having remote proctoring as an option. Again, CLEP is an exam. It becomes college credit when a university receives that CLEP score from you, the test taker, and puts it on your college transcript. Another key component, I think, for our Dante's funded test takers to realize is that there isn't really anyone you need to ask. So if you're a Dante's funded test taker, and you discover CLEP, you can go online, register. It isn't something that you need permission to do. Now, if it comes within the day of your work or schedule, of course, you'd have to ask permission. But again, with CLEP being able to be delivered almost 24/7, please consider taking CLEP and exploring it. Today, again, we're going to talk about scores. So I wanted just to share a little insight and helpful tips, perhaps, on CLEP scores. I think it's first, so CLEP exams, most of our exams are multiple choice, again, timed for 90 minutes. How they are scored, it includes being awarded 1 point for each correct answers. So depending on the exam, they can range in the number of questions on the exam based on the subject. What that means is that you aren't affected negatively for a wrong answer. You're only earning those points for questions that are answered correctly. So we encourage students to take your best guess. With the multiple choice exam, oftentimes you can eliminate what you know are the incorrect answers, focus on what makes the most logical sense as the correct answer. And then once you narrow that down, please choose what you think is the best choice for each question. For test takers who don't earn a score they like, we do require a 90-day time period. So if you test September 1st and you receive your score right away that day, and you don't get a score you like, you do have to wait that 90 days. So that would be December 2nd. You'd be allowed to go back, reschedule that exam, re-register again. If you were DANTES funded for that first attempt, the second attempt would be an out-of-pocket expense. On our website, we've just revamped the student registration portal. It's up to date, it looks more modern, and it has a lot of information right there at your hands. We call it your CLEP My Account. So again, once you've created the account, it will stay with your email. If you forget your password, right on that page as you log in, it can ask you to reset your password if you have forgotten this. What the score then means, I talked about that you are awarded a point for each score answered correctly, which then will be your raw score. What happens internally is that raw score is converted to a scaled score. The scale of CLEP exams is 20 to 80, and this is the score that you'll receive when you receive your report. College Board works with the ACE, which stands for the American Council on Education, who evaluates the rigor, the content of each of the exams, and recommends college credit based on that. ACE recommends a score of 50 to be a college credit granting score. And just so you know what that 50 means, the 50, it would be equivalent to a college grade of C. So again, our standard setting committees can help identify what that should look like. And much like how if you take a course at a community college, you transfer it to the university, most times a grade of C is what's required for that transfer. And that is what your CLEP score of 50 is equal to. I put here a link on the bottom of this page that has more information about understanding your CLEP scores. So for 32 exams, a test taker will see their score immediately upon completion of the test. It's a beautiful thing about being delivered digitally. So the scores are calculated, those multiple choice exams are calculated, and you'll see your score right away. And within your portal, your CLEP, again, my score or my portal will be available in 24 hours once it's validated. We do, however, have two exceptions to the score availability. One would be a college composition, and the other exam is Spanish with writing. Both of these exams, in addition to the multiple choice section, require writing to 2 small prompts. So that those pieces are also done online. So you would write to the prompt. Upon completion of that, you hit submit. They're scored by their respective faculty committee members. Then that written piece is added to the multiple choice score. So again, you'll end up with a final score on that same scale, 20 to 80, in about 2 weeks. The QR code here shows the dates of when scores are available for both of these exams. So again, it's not an immediate result. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks. So if you know you're testing on August 29th, you can look to see what date that score will be again in your score portal as well as received to the institution. Again, I talked about the scores being immediately available on the screen with the asterisks because of the Spanish language and the college composition. Prior to test day, as you register for your CLEP exam, all test takers are eligible to send scores at no cost prior to exam day to two institutions. So if you know you're thinking about Community College A and State University B, please use the free score sends and send those to those institutions at that time. If you're worried about how your scores will be received, let's say you don't get that score of 50 that you like, most institutions don't transcript it or don't have it affect you negatively. They simply, if doesn't meet the CLEP policy at their institution, they just don't transcript that score. Also, if you wait or you change institutions on your way to your degree, you will have access to your CLEP scores for 10 years. So they will be in your College Board account. And so you can log into that account for up to 10 years and send those scores for a fee to your institution should your educational plans change. It's important for all test takers to determine CLEP policies at their post-secondary institution of choice. We're excited to say that 2,900 colleges and universities across the country grant credit for CLEP exams. This QR code will bring you to the College Board website where you can search a CLEP policy of an institution. With that being said, I'd also encourage you to check out the website of your post-secondary institution. Myself here, I live in Northern Florida, so I would perhaps go to the College Board website to see how my local university, UWF, would accept CLEP exams. But if I wasn't able to find it on our website, I would also then go to the UWF website directly. Oftentimes the schools, universities update their policies on their own website and perhaps sometimes overlook looping us, College Board and the CLEP program back into that. So please do your due diligence as you're looking to see who accepts CLEP scores. And it's important to look at what exams are accepted, what score is required, and what course it equals to. Many of our test takers don't need help finding elective credits. It's really using that CLEP score to earn college credit so you can move on to the next course in the sequence. For our Dantes funded test takers, if they would like to order a military transcript, again, this QR code will bring you to the page on our website where you can click on the link to do so. That is done differently. It's through the parchment transcript ordering service, and there is the $30 fee. You do have to have an account to order a military transcript, and if you haven't set one up, it will walk you through the process of how to do so. Again, while we are proud to say that CLEP is accepted across the country at almost 3,000 universities, it's really important to do your due diligence and ensure that if you earn that passing score, that you will indeed earn college credit for that. I've also included here a link or a QR code that goes back to the Dantes website. So the information I shared with you today is really about the CLEP scores and how it works and how to send them with lots of QR codes. Dantes also does a terrific job on their website supporting military affiliated students. So lots of information there. And so this QR code will bring you to that site for more information about Dantes and their programming as well. Again, thanks for joining me today. I said it was going to be short. If you have other questions about CLEP, again, we're big on the QR codes today. So this will bring you to the College Board website that, again, will be our gold source of the best information. I'll hang on a little bit for if there's any questions. And again, I appreciate your time. Thank you.